I don't know. I think nowadays, if it was a choice between this and a bad Marvel movie, not the good ones. There's some good ones as well that I much prefer, but there's also lots of bad ones where it's just this cookie cutter thing, and you know exactly what's going to happen next, and it's just kind of churning it out. And I think a lot of films in general made for like commercial purposes are now kind of they don't really have any original ideas in it, and we know what to expect, and it's kind of comfortable. It's part of the thing is you know what you're going to get. You sit down, you've paid your money, and then they give you what is advertised on the tin. And
Mm.
then the other element of and that with this film, and I think also some other kind of weird animations that I've seen from like the 70s and 80s, that kind of standardization didn't exist, and so things could be weird because they were kind of they they weren't really following anything. They were just making something, and here it is. And do you like it? And secondly, I don't know. I think the the ideas for me, the ideas themselves was enough. Like I didn't. As soon as I sat down, I knew what I was getting. I think, and I wasn't expecting it to be particularly satisfying. It was just this kind of ride of random shit, and I kind of enjoyed all the random shit, and I kind of feel like it does have value because the ideas were so good. And sometimes I prefer the ideas to be good than for it to like tell me this kind of hero's journey story, and all those things that places like Red Letter Media and places like that analyze, where it's just like, yeah, just give me some batshit stuff, and you know like I can see what, particularly with the Time Masters, that yeah, if they had been brought in earlier, it probably would have meant more. But it was 70 odd minutes. I'm happy to kind of for you to give me. It's like going to watch like an art film in the Tate Modern. You're not expecting it to tell you a story. You're just expecting it to kind of give you some ideas, and I don't know. I
Mm.
think I just tuned into it immediately that this is what this is going to be. As soon as it was really slow and the voices, and I think the dream logic of it kind of really worked for me. And so I think sometimes I'm actually the opposite, where if something's too formulaic, I'm like, oh man, why didn't you give me a scene where two characters get into some kind of swimming thing and don't fuck. Like I need that. That's what I need.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
yeah, sorry.
um, well, yeah, I mean, I was just going to say, I think part of it is about expectation. Like, if you went
Yeah,
in as a kid watching this expecting Star Wars or whatever, you'd be disappointed and confused. But
but you
it
always
definitely
remembered
has
it, right?
value.
You always
Yeah,
remembered it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
That's
that's a
it.
good point actually. But I mean, I'm not saying it's not a quality thing. I think there isn't for a studio. It's more like this is never going to be as big as Star Wars in the same way that Valerian was never going to be as big as Star Wars. But it'd be interesting to see what you think about Valerian. But I mean, maybe I will watch it again with a different mindset of like, what ideas can you steal from it rather than am I going to get something satisfying? But you still want to feel satisfied in some way. Like, I mean, I guess that's sort of, it's kind of, that's why art is subjective. Like, are you
Yeah,
sitting down
yeah.
expecting something or not? You know?
I absolutely agree about the welcome weirdness of this film,
Yeah, that's a good term. I like that. Welcome
and how,
weirdness.
how 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 that's very refreshing. And I guess I don't know, as a storyteller and creator, that's always is also an interesting thing to watch something that just throws ideas at you, and yeah, you can watch it to sort of go, well, what can I steal here? We were before we started recording, we were talking about H.P. Lovecraft, and who to me is kind of similar to what I feel about this film. I love the ideas. I have I have a book in which they printed Lovecraft's private notebook, And there's a section in which he just wrote down ideas in like one sentence per idea, or just half a sentence. And all those ideas are awesome. And me personally, I like just reading that and just enjoy the ideas. But like in case of this film, I loved all that. I just thought this could be more. This could do more with me. This could do more with anyone watching. There's so many awesome elements here. I really wanted to see more of the planet, and I think I wouldn't even throw out any of the ideas. I just thought they could come together a bit better. Like, for example, I mean the one glowing example, I guess, is the Time Masters. Just introduce them earlier, and the characterization. I really liked the film for the same reasons you mentioned. I just thought, I think this could have been a bit more.